Hello, welcome to Craft Your Future channel. This channel shares great books and inspires motivation. Today, we will explore Lust for Life by Irving Stone together. This is the story of a man who dedicated his life to pursuing art, despite all the hardships and challenges. Let's explore this emotional journey together, a message for all of us. Your perseverance will eventually lead to beautiful things. Everyone born into this world carries a unique mission. Some live for themselves, others for those around them. Some live carefree, while others struggle through hardships. Is this fate's arrangement or our own choice? Whatever the reason, believe that there is always a reason to keep going. Sometimes, we simply don't know how to persevere or lack the conviction to move forward. Life is a journey filled with storms. How do we avoid losing our way at each crossroads? How do we endure days of adversity? If you're standing at life's uncertain crossroads, open Lust for Life by Irving Stone, a biographical novel about the Dutch painter Vincent van Gogh. Through its pages, you'll realize no suffering is insurmountable. Only by weathering countless trials can you forge yourself in life's furnace, crafting armor strong enough to reach a better version of yourself. Youth, ambiguity, and choices. Who among the young hasn't drifted through life's storms? Who hasn't felt lost at a crossroads, choosing a stable job, chasing wealth, or pursuing passion? This conflict isn't just fear of the future, but a deeper confusion about self-identity. We crave independence, yet fear leaving the crowd. We dream boldly, yet dread harsh realities. Van Gogh lived this turmoil. Born into privilege, his childhood was marked by loneliness, labeled strange for his unconventional nature. At 16, he worked at his family's art dealership. His enthusiasm boosted sales, but his integrity clashed with selling low-quality art at high prices. He advised customers against buying shallow works and urged his manager to prioritize affordable, meaningful art. Result? He was fired. His father, a pastor, sent him to Amsterdam to study theology, hoping he'd follow in his footsteps. Van Gogh studied diligently, but grew disillusioned with rigid doctrines. He questioned, "Am I fit to be a pastor?" Later, he volunteered as a preacher in Bornage, Belgium's poorest mining region. He lived like the miners, sharing meals, clothes, even his rented home with the homeless. Though embraced by workers, the church condemned him for defiling God's sanctity. Once again, he lost everything. The awakening, from despair to passion. At 27, on a freezing winter day, Van Gogh sketched a weary miner trudging across a field on the back of a letter. In that moment, he declared, "I want to be an artist. This is my lust for life." Despite starting late with no formal training, he dove into art like a machine. He hauled his easel to stormy beaches, studied anatomy to master human form, and painted relentlessly. In 10 years, he created 864 oil paintings, 1,037 sketches, yet sold only one in his lifetime. He survived on his brother's support, even starving for 11 days. Still, he wrote in his diary, "I vow to walk the path of truth and hardship. On this path, one does not decay." Perseverance, the weapon of the lonely. Society mocked Van Gogh as a madman. His art was deemed ugly for defying classical norms. Love failed, jobs vanished, yet he never surrendered. He wrote, "There is a fire in everyone's soul. Passers-by see only smoke. Even if no one comes to warm themselves, I'll keep this flame alive." Confined to a mental asylum, he painted wheat field with butterflies, a vibrant, raw depiction of life. Critics called him insane, yet this madman created masterpieces like Starry Night and Sunflowers, where sunlight pierces the canvas to embrace the viewer. Lessons from an unyielding soul. Van Gogh teaches us, persevere not for approval, but to stay true to yourself. He refused to paint for trends, even in poverty. Books are the ultimate solace. In crises, they guided him to inner light. Suffering tempers the will. He wrote, "Pain must be overcome alone. Persist to the end, and you'll forge unbreakable armor." Final words, be your own warrior. Van Gogh's life ended in poverty and isolation, yet his legacy proves the power of steadfastness. As in his beloved poem, The Oak Tree Mutilated, though scarred by pain, I still reach for the light. My essence remains unbroken. Remember his words. If you hear a voice within say, "You cannot paint," then paint by all means, and that voice will be silenced. Whoever you are, wherever you are, hold on to your lust for life, that fierce hunger to live. For the light of the persistent can never be extinguished. If this resonates with you, share it to inspire others. Don't forget to like, follow, and turn on notifications for new content. Thank you.